and welcome back to Open, everyone. We're going to talk a little bit about BX3M. That's Judith Escalona's latest film, an urban drama which portrays the lives of three teenage friends coming of age while discovering universal matters of life. Escalona found inspiration through her own experiences growing up in the Bronx. And, well, we're going to learn more about that from the writer and director herself. Please welcome Judith Escalona, along with the producers from BX3M, Izzy Ruiz y Claricel Gonzalez. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here with us. And thank you for producing this film about us. Go, Judith. Go, Judith. No. And, you know, I just want to give everyone a little insight about all the other work that you do, because you've got PR Dreams, and you also have Medianoche. So just really quickly, let's just give everybody a little insight as to all, really quickly, as quickly as you can.
I'll try to do that as quickly as possible. We created an organization called prdream.com. Actually, it was a website. It's one of the first Latino websites on the web, and actually the first of its kind, because it had a film section, an oral history section, it had historical timelines, and it had an online gallery. This is 1998. And then we created, in El Barrio, in Spanish Harlem, we created Medianoche, which was a technology-based art gallery. And
I just automatically assumed, I'm like, media.
Yeah, because it's you know
like,
why?
No, it's media.
Because it's art that happens in the dark. And it was, you know, so Medianoche is Medianoche, which is midnight.
Right, I get
And then, you know, and actually one of my passions has always been film. And so we did New Yorican cinema, which is also online at prdream.com. And from that, it was really, I was exploring being a filmmaker, and I wanted to know if there were other New Yorican, Puerto Rican filmmakers. And I discovered there are two traditions. One is from the island, Puerto Rican films from the island, and the other are really films that were made in New York and in other parts of the country, but primarily New York, which are New Yorican films.
Right.
And so I'm sort of we fit into that category. And so we're really tracing the lives of Latino kids, Puerto Rican kids, New Yorican kids, Dominican kids. I mean, it's a universal experience. Actually, it applies to everybody, because
they just happen to be Latino, and it's referencing the urban community. Right?
Yeah. And so, you know, I grew up on 172nd Street and Bryant Avenue. So my stop was Freeman Street, on the number 2 or the number 5, or 174th Street. And I also attended James Monroe via Bronx High School of Science, which, you know, it was too far away. I didn't want to go there. So I wound up, I went to James Monroe High School, and it was there. That's where the action, the story takes place, and these
it happens
people
in the movie. We brought her story back to the actual high school itself.
Oh wow!
And we shot.
So you shot on location?
Oh yeah,
at the actual place.
At Jane Monroe.
Nice.
Thank you to them for being a part of this project. It really was a community project. You know, with Valencia Bakery, Caridad, Jane Monroe, a lot of people in the community participated in making this happen. It wasn't just the three of us. The whole Bronx really made it. So
right. I mean, the Bronx is featured in the film in a very big way, because you have the Freeman Street subway stop, you have James Monroe High School, you have the creek or Bronx River. You know, we have scenes at the creek, and so and all these locations, Walton Avenue. You know, you have all these locations that when people see the film, they'll recognize that that's their neighborhood.
Right. So you
like a home movie in a way.
You captured the landscaping of the actual Bronx, where we're at and where it was.
Yeah, and it really shapes it shapes the character of the film. And although, you know, it deals thematically with three stories that are, one has to do with loving someone so much and the person isn't really right for you. And then the other story is about sexual identity. And then the last story is dealing with a trauma from childhood and trying to come to terms with it in the present. And that's Michael's story. The first one is Maria's, and Maria loves Michael, and then Mona has the sexual identity, and then Michael is really kind of like the tragic hero in the piece.
So I know also that you played the dad of one of the...
No, we have another actor.
Oh, Izzy Ruiz!
Yeah.
Oh, well, he was wearing multitask.
The credits are so confusing.
And you know, I heard from you, Gladys said, what inspired you to take on this project?
Well, I was working with Judy. I have my own project called Puerto Rico Sun, and I worked with Judy through PR Dream. And when she showed me her first project, the crutch, and showed me her script for this movie, Bronx 3M, and she said, "I want to produce a movie. I want to show you my script." And I read it, and I was like, "Okay, let's go for it." We had no money, but we said we're gonna go for it, and we just went, like Izzy said, we went at the grassroots level, looking for actors, and we ended up getting very good actors.
We got very
From
good.
Bronx,
From the island,
islands,
New Rican.
Yeah, we
They're
represent.
Puerto Rican, New Rican, Dominican.
It's the whole diaspora.
Argentino,
It's fantastic.
Is what attracted
everybody.
you to this, right?
You know what's
no,
funny?
you know, it's very interesting reading your bio. I'm like, oh, he went to Harvard?
Well,
He
you know
went
what
to
happened?
Harvard?
Right.
Who, me?
Well, I thank my mom for that.
Thank you,
And my
Mommy.
mom is what got me hooked up with her, because she found the casting in like the Amsterdam News, and I went in for the casting, and I loved the project, and I think I got a small role, thanks a lot. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
oh,
he
can
does
I
have a
help you
small
with the production? And then she goes, here's the book. Go and run with it. So Gladysel and I
Nice.
connected and just made it
How
happen.
long did it take this project to actually
It
complete?
took 10 years.
10 years to complete this project.
Yeah, because a lot of
Wow.
things happened
A long
in
time.
the
That's
interim.
commitment, though. That's
Yeah,
commitment
yeah.
to sharing our story.
You know,
Yeah.
we shot on weekends.
We
you know.
also the actual production took about a year and a half, because we only shot on the weekends.
I see.
And these guys made it happen. And I would tell them that if you don't make it happen, it's not going to happen. I'll direct, and I'll cast, and we'll look at the people, and but really you have to producing is so critical.
It
you
is,
got to make
and
it
it's
happen.
detailed
And they made it
oriented,
happen.
and it requires a commitment. So now that it's completed, how do you guys feel?
Thrilled.
We're really happy. We're actually
Relieved. It's-
want to start preparing for the next project. But,
Yes.
but right now we're like looking at distribution, and so we started with community screenings.
Right,
all
which
over
you're
the
screening.
Bronx.
You're screening
Yeah.
tonight,
Yeah.
right? So let's just share that
Yes,
information before we go,
Yeah.
so that everybody knows that you're screening tonight at the Lincoln Hospital, which I found interesting. It's
Lincoln
like,
Hospital
they're gonna screen-
Auditorium.
Yeah, you're gonna screen at the Lincoln Hospital Auditorium.
And thanks to the Bronx Arts Festival and Bronx filmmakers who.
Bronx Arts Factory
Bronx
and,
Arts
and Bronx
Factory. Excuse me.
filmmakers.
We
The
wanted to
Bronx
work
filmmakers.
with community organizations, and
She's
we,
such a director.
Tell me about
She
it.
said Bronx Arts Factory. I've known Judith.
But you know
I've known
that-
Judith very,
Yeah,
very
oh,
years.
yeah.
It's lovely. No, it's great. I just want to make sure everybody knows, because they're wrapping us up, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that there's.
we decided to have it at the Lincoln Hospital Auditorium because, like we said, this was definitely a community project, and so that's why we decided to do it at the Lincoln
And it
Hospital
is a free
Auditorium.
screening?
It's
Is
a
that
free
way of saying
screening,
thank you,
partnering with
welcome?
great community organizations.
We love it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite word.
And you're welcome.
Congratulations to you
And
guys.
you're welcome to join
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. My favorite word is
We have
read.
a special seat for you.
For me?
Right,
Yes.
because I am a great fan of your show.
Thank you, Judith. You did it. Thank you. You did it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Sure.
All right, once again, you can catch a screening of BX3M tonight, Friday, September 23rd at 6 p.m. at Lincoln Hospital Auditorium, located at 234 East 149th Street in the Bronx. And for more information and to visit the trailer of the film, you can go to bx3mgrowingupfast.com. bx3mgrowingupfast.com. We are taking a break, but don't go anywhere. Bobby C's Weekly Sports Roundup is coming up next.